You're listening to RIAcast, a podcast of the Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association. RIAcast brings together a variety of real estate entrepreneurs from all over the world to share tips and ideas. The core purpose of the Southwest Florida RIA is to help members become more profitable and successful through networking, education, and empowerment. Here are your hosts, Jeff Tamarello and Michael Lyons.
Hi, it's Jeff Tamburello. I'm one of the directors of the Southwest Florida RIA. I also am a co-owner of a company called Steelbridge Realty. I'm the broker and one of the principals of a investment vehicle called Venture Investment Partners. Here to talk about the May 2025 Lee County, Florida foreclosure report. We used to really zero in on this back in the day, financial crisis. We were actually one of the I think in the beginning, the only one with a functioning database, which is frightening, that we actually could match the properties, the foreclosures to the properties. The world's come a long way since then. But let's talk about the report. Disclosure, my work done for me, shared with you. I do want to share in uncertain times, it's easy to overreact, but let's stay grounded and let the numbers lead the way. Foreclosures are a very important thing to watch because they drive negative price pressure, particularly when you get that negative feedback loop going like 2007. That was sales counts dropped off to nothing. We had 3 or 4 months in a row where I don't think we broke 600 sales counts in the MLS in Lee County. We're definitely not there. Last month, I think, was 1,950. Driving your next investment or life decision. I mean, this information's all cool. What are you doing with it? Are you using it to benefit you? So important to make these type of decisions, whether it's investment or whether it's just your life decisions. Buying, am I renting? Am I going to trade up? Am I going to trade down? It's valid for a whole lot of people, depending on their age, all of those. But make sure you're using good information. Most of what I see on the internet nowadays is just basically clickbait or somebody on one side of the equation, whether they're a perma bear or a perma bull. They have to know they're right, so they go out and cherry pick. It's confirmation bias, things out of the market. A lot of the studies I see out there, national studies, questionable studies with a lot of blind spots. Would not use that to deploy your own capital. That's a really bad idea. And 2025 is a lot of new dynamics, man. The political situation's a mess. Everything is just wild, and particularly everything's very hyped up. So that's why information is going to set you free. Here is the last cycle and to today. We put this out for perspective. This is what really drove the market down, created that negative feedback loop. Ironically, prices kept going down till about here. And then the market bottomed here, flirted with that bottom again about here, and then just flatlined for a long time. Here was the second wave that everybody, the doomers particularly, you ain't seen nothing yet, here it comes. And this was about the time that BlackRocks and all those type companies figured out these houses are a great investment. Particularly, not only are the houses an investment, they get to orbit the investment with all these affiliated businesses, which is really what the national build to rent is more about. Not only do they control these assets and they control this capital, their property management company, their maintenance company, their landscape company, they put the utilities on in their name in some cases and then fee the tenants for that. So there's a lot more to that than just the actual property itself. But that was the second wave normalization, and there you go. This is since 15, kind of returning to normal. You've got the downward linear trend. And then since 2020, the pandemic, when the country was shut down, we were under 20. Broke 100 a couple months. Starting to go up. Maybe we break 100. I've been trying to figure out what number I would start really paying attention to this at. It's probably 400 a month in list pendants. I hear a lot of talk of FHAs and a lot of delinquencies, but ultimately it's got to show up in public records. So yeah, a lot of the data being floated out there that like the FHA loans are 30 days down. I think 10% is probably normal. 30 days down doesn't really move the radar as much. 90 days down moves the radar because that's when you're getting accelerated. Things are starting to happen from a legal perspective, particularly when the lawyers get involved, the balances and the fees, kind of hard for some people to ever get out of it. So I hope this information is useful to you. If you have any thoughts or questions, reach out or leave a comment where you're watching this video. We are discussing the market this coming Wednesday at the Southwest Florida RIA meeting.
This concludes this edition of RIAcast. Be sure to subscribe to receive our next episode. You can also subscribe at our website, www.swflreia.com. See you at a meeting soon. Please let us know if you have a suggestion for a future episode.
Look forward to seeing everybody.